Welcome to Pod Crawlers. I'm Eric.
And I'm Kelly.
And this is the... Let's see, I already used the word succulent. This is the Super 6th episode. No.
It's the 5th.
It's the 5th.
The fantastic 5th episode.
No, that was 4.
No, I know.
This is the fabulous 5th episode.
Fortuitous 5th episode.
I have no idea what that means.
Pod Crawlers.
Anywho, we got a loaded show this week. We're not going to do the Asian A to Z show that we talked about last episode.
Couple of episodes.
With Appleseed, Armitage, and Art of the Devil. We're actually recording this a little bit early because I'm starting to feel some kind of cold or sickness come on, and don't know if we're going to be able to record when we usually record. By the end of this episode, I'm probably going to be coughing and hacking up lungs. Anywho,
we are going to be talking about some Asian movies today, though.
Yes.
Just not in the order of the Asian A to Z, so that's why we're not including.
Right. Well, when the time comes in Asian A to Z, we'll include these reviews. We'll repost them in the order as we go along. We, still plan to do Appleseed, Armitage, Art of the Devil, that episode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We got news about The Dark Knight, some more casting news. We got talk about Ghost of Mae Nak, The Red Shoes, and 2 movies that I saw and you didn't, and I'm glad you didn't. If no one else has to watch these movies, I would be very happy. The Creeper and Country Blue.
Wow. Sounds...
No.
Yeah.
No. You want to do the news?
Sure.
The big news?
Well, Miss Maggie, well, I should say Mrs., because she's married and has a baby. Mrs. Maggie Gyllenhaal, or Gyllenhaal, however you choose to pronounce it, I've heard it both ways, is in final talks to replace the wonderful Mrs. Tom Cruise, Katie Holmes, in the second Batman movie.
Wow, this is technically like the 6th.
The Batman Begins sequel,
Yes.
Dark Knight. Well, I have to say, at least Katie Holmes isn't doing it.
Oh, they could have done worse.
Yeah. I like Maggie. I think she's a pretty good actress. She picks some roles that are, not so mainstream like some of the others. Also, the new movie 300 made $70 million in its opening weekend. So, not too shabby.
No.
Not too shabby at all. I'm not quite sure how much it cost.
Probably $300 million.
That's what I was thinking.
Durr. Yeah. That's the news.
Yeah. That's wonderful news this week.
Wonderful news.
Obviously, not so much.
Well, I was going to do some research about Hellbilly 58 and talk about it, this episode, but since I wasn't feeling really good today, I figured we'd hurry up, record the episode. So next time, I'm going to talk about...
Thanks.
My interest is piqued. Anywho, just want to remind you listeners, the email address is podcrawlers@gmail.com. I want to thank you for tuning in, downloading the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on, speaking of emails, the Ghost of Mae Nak.
How is that speaking of emails?
I'm moving on.
It's not so much of a
Yeah.
smooth segue there.
I have no segues today.
Anyway.
My mind is elsewhere. The Ghost of Mae Nak.
2005 movie, Thai.
Yes.
A little bit about it. A newlywed couple moves into a house and are soon plagued, that's a good word, by a ghost. Mae Nak.
See, what I don't get is the ghost is Mae Nak. So why would the title be The Ghost of Mae Nak? That would imply that, I don't know, she has a ghost. No? Like, why couldn't it just be Mae Nak or The Ghost Mae Nak?
Because it's not about her so much as it is about the present day people.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I did a little research.
A little
into the movie.
Background.
Just a little bit of background. It's an actual Thai legend from old mythology. And it's basically about a 19th century ghost who lived in a small village outside of Bangkok. Bleh.
Bangkok.
The village was named...
I like to Bangkok.
Kanong. I'm probably saying that incorrectly because obviously I'm not Thai. But I'm doing as best as I can. And
I hate Thais. I like winners or losers.
Thank you, our comedian Eric there.
I'm delirious. I think I'm running a fever.
He is delirious. He's been taking the meds. Anyway.
Alright, 19th century ghost story. Or legend.
Yes. From old mythology.
Gotcha.
Time. It's very interesting. I mean, there have been... this is actually the 20th film version of the Thai legend. In some of them, the ghost is called Mae Nak, and in some of them, the ghost is called Nang Nak. I'm not sure. I didn't go that far into it, so I'm not quite sure.
Thanks for the news, Robin. Oh, sorry. Why don't you explain what the legend is?
No, you
real
know
quick?
what? I already did. So why don't you go on?
You explained there was a legend. What's the legend?
That is the legend. She's just an angry ghost. I mean, she was left behind and her husband went off to war. And when he got back, she was there with her baby, her newborn child.
Their child, right.
And it turns out all the villagers were acting very strangely because she was dead.
She and the newborn baby were dead. The husband was alive and had no idea until the villagers told him that, hey, your wife died in childbirth along with your child. So,
it's a little creepy if you think about it.
That is probably the best part of the movie, that little backstory. Other than that, this movie really doesn't have much going for it.
No. I mean, it started off okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a love story, obviously. A young couple, very much in love, even though the husband was very annoying.
Very annoying. And the actor, oh gosh. The actor who played... the newlyweds' names.
Yes.
The guy's name is Mac. And the bride's name, the woman's name, is Nak. And, oh God, the cheesiest things they would say to each other. Mac loves Nak.
Nak loves Mac, too.
Retarded.
Yeah, it was pretty lame.
Yeah. Very lame. And, like the rest of the movie.
Anyway, the villagers, just to, go on a little bit, the villagers... sorry, I'm having troubles here. Cut out part of her forehead. That's Mae Nak.
I'm down with that.
Because apparently it would capture her spirit inside. I assume they thought she was evil because she was still among the living,
right.
Even though she was dead. So they cut part of her skull out, and eventually it got turned into a brooch.
And it just so happens that the person who bought this brooch for his newlywed wife, Mac. And this movie is just one plot convenience after the other. I mean, it just so happens that the ghost's name is Mae Nak, and the bride's name is Nak. It's a bad movie. It's stupid. That's what it is.
It's a bad parallel. I mean, you can argue.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying it's
that stupid. You can argue that all the coincidences could be fate.
Right.
But
I think just laziness on the writer's part.
There are some plot holes, several plot holes. including Nak's former suitor.
Yeah, she's okay. She's basically stalked by this guy, former suitor, by the name of Kong, as in King Kong. Nothing ever happens with that. Nothing comes of that, and I think that's a wasted opportunity because the Ghost of Mae Nak winds up killing everyone who impedes the happiness of Mac and Nak. And I would think,
and
hey,
he is because he's kind of stalking her,
right? Well, then the plot hole ends if she's killing those who are impeding their happiness, and well, she basically wants Mac.
Yeah,
that she would
she
kill
wants
herself.
Present day Mac.
Anywho, it's
even though
stupid.
He keeps telling her, I'm not your Mac. I'm not your Mac.
Mac.
Yeah, I know
He's
that's really
the Mac.
stupid. He's the Mac Daddy.
A couple things the movie does have going for it, other than the pretty cool backstory. The death scenes. Funny. One guy gets his head caught in a subway train door.
Yeah, and you see the head fly off.
It's brilliant.
It's not like it cuts to another scene. The head flies off.
And the other one is where a piece of glass splits a guy in two.
Yes, completely in two.
I think someone's been watching Final Destination too many times.
I agree.
But that's pretty cool. And
well, this is made by Westerners. We can't forget that.
Maybe that's why it sucks. Ghost of Mae Nak, I do not recommend buying or renting. Just pass. Pass on it. What about you?
I agree, but if you want to laugh.
But it's not worth putting money.
Well, no, not buying. But
if
you happen to, see it or a friend rents it or something and says, hey, I got this movie. You want to come watch it with me?
Kill them. Don't watch it. Moving on.
It's funny to see someone split in half.
We got the red shoes now from South Korea.
The pink shoes.
Oh, man. Those shoes were not red.
They were pink.
They were pink.
They were that kind of hot pink, but a dull hot pink.
Like a faded hot pink.
Yes, exactly.
This one's about a spectral pair of red, pink shoes that cause people to obsessively want to possess them, and in turn, to be possessed by the shoes. Well, the curse of the shoes. You got this little story mixed in with the story of a divorced woman who may not be divorced, and she gets caught up in the curse of the red shoes.
The interesting thing about this
is that we sat through it.
Is that she seems to be the only person who can wear the shoes without
part of the curse
being
is
killed.
Whoever finds them first, they're okay. It's just that other people who want them wind up coming to grisly ends.
Exactly.
But the idea of haunted shoes is kind of iffy in the first place, but I can see it working, and it works in the movie when removed from the story of the divorced woman and the mystery around her and her husband.
If it had just been about the red shoes and how they are so magical and they just make people crazy, then it probably would have been a better movie.
And shorter.
But unfortunately, there's all this backstory that complicates things and just makes it stupid.
Yeah.
It ends up being just
stupid.
Boring.
I mean, I get that, the story of the woman, the divorced woman, is kind of a parallel to the backstory of the curse.
The owner of the shoes originally.
But we really don't need it.
No. Not needed.
Like this movie. I mean, I don't know. I have nothing else to say about it. I didn't like it.
I didn't like the overall product. I liked it at the beginning because I thought it was going to go a different way.
Right.
And it kind of made me get into it. But then once I realized that it was going in the unfortunate direction that it did, it got kind of old real fast.
Real old. And like the Ghost of Mae Nak, it just goes on and on. And these aren't long movies. They're about an hour and 40-minute movies. But they could have been done in 80 minutes. easy.
Mm-hmm.
But another one I don't recommend, the red shoes. I don't recommend it.
I recommend seeing it how I wish it had turned out. But, you know, I guess I need to become a movie maker or something. A writer, a director, a producer, or something.
Now we're moving on. That's what we do on this show. We move on.
Painfully.
To 2 movies that I watched and you did not. Hopefully you'll have fun.
That's a shame.
Listening to my reviews.
Oh, yes.
Yes, no. Anywho, first movie we're going to talk about is called The Creeper. Also known as Rituals. And I've heard of this movie before.
I have too.
Basically heard it was basically a more existential deliverance. It's not. A group of doctors go camping, and after their first night out, all of their shoes are missing, except one pair. And the owner of those shoes agrees to go on up ahead to a dam to get help from, whoever's at the dam, I guess.
How do they know someone's at the dam?
See, they kind of mentioned that it's a government dam, so someone should be there.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, this is like 2 sentences long so far, and I already picture this as an X-Files episode.
Well, unfortunately it's not. Anywho, the guy goes on up ahead, and the remaining guys, I think there's 4 of them, wind up becoming stalkees. They wind up being stalked by an unknown someone or something. And it's an interesting idea, and the first half, it's great. It really is a great movie, the first half is. But there comes a point about halfway where the first clue to the stalker's identity is revealed, and it just goes downhill from there. I mean, you set up this great idea, this idea, this mystery stalker steals all the shoes, just, hunting all these people down. How can you, make a satisfying reveal? And they didn't. I'd like to see a remake with a more ambiguous ending, but I know it'll never happen because...
Who wants to remake that?
Well, yeah, who wants to think or have something left open, God forbid. Want to talk about the acting? It's good. Seriously, these guys, they're actors. It's great acting. Hal Holbrook is in it.
Wow.
And even back in the late 70s when this was made, he was old. Yeah, I think I said everything. I mean, it's a great idea, but the execution sucks. I'd pass on it. Just skip it. I mean, if you have it in a collection, yeah, why not watch it and, be disappointed too? And at least it doesn't have a Ned Beatty rape scene. Okay, the next movie I am going to talk about is called Country Blue. It's a story about the doomed relationship between Bobby Lee and Ruthie. Oh yeah. It is about a recently paroled mechanic who decides he wants to take his woman away from the small town they live in. So in order to do so, he needs some moolah. So he robs a bank with her in tow. Upon their escape with the money, he reads a newspaper article, and in this article it states how the bank they had robbed had more money than the bank president had claimed. So Bobby Lee is understandably upset, so he takes Ruthie back to the bank, and they rob it again. Bobby Lee and Ruthie, they are soon caught afterwards, and tragedy ensues. Yeah. This movie is dumb. It is filled with dumb characters. One instance of the stupidity in this movie is after that robbery, the duo head back to Ruthie's house and chat with Ruthie's dad for a while, and then they leave. But they're dressed in the same clothes that they wore during the robbery. There's no attempt to hide their identities at all. They didn't dye their hair or cut their hair or, even change clothes. It's just so stupid. This movie really doesn't have much going for it. I mean, if a movie makes it a point to thank the Highway Patrol of Florida and Georgia and whoever, then you would think, hey, you know, this movie's going to have some cool car chases, or at least some car chases, and there are a few, but they're really not exciting at all. In fact, the only real car action was at the beginning of the movie when we're introduced to Bobby Lee and Ruthie's dad. Other than that, the movie's pretty boring, and that, for me, is a kiss of death for a movie. I mean, a movie can be bad, but if it's bad and boring, no, I can't recommend it. This movie's typical drive-in crap of the 70s, but that was then, this is now, and I can't recommend this. If it is in a movie collection, I would save this one for last or even skip it. Well, wow, we flew through 4 movie reviews. Well,
and they all sucked, by the way.
They all did. If I had to recommend one, I would recommend...
We need to start reviewing some really good movies, because it's kind of depressing to review bad movies all the time.
Well, it's kind of depressing to watch
bad
movies
movies
and they wind up being bad. Ghost of Mae Nak, I mean, that and the Red Shoes should have been better.
Red Shoes had potential.
Yeah. But totally failed. Next episode, hopefully I don't get sick. And hopefully by the time you listen to this, listener, you or I will be getting over whatever I eventually get. Next episode will be either an Asian A to Z episode or something else.
Wow.
Oh, a couple weeks we're going to start another movie news game.
Mm-hmm.
Where instead of 2 real news bites and 1 fake news bite, it's going to be 2 fake, 1 real. I have to figure out which one's real. I hope to start doing something with our special Night Train to Terror and Polonia Brothers episodes.
Why?
I'm looking forward to those. And we're working on a theme song.
Yes.
A opening song, an opening theme, if you will, to this here radio program. Hope you enjoyed the show, and hope you enjoy our future shows and stick around, because we got some good things cooking.
We do have some good things cooking.
Alright, see you next time.
For questions or comments, you can contact us at podcrawlers@gmail.com.